Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Gators. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Takes the easy one to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. The defense stayed home, made the play.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's...
Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
The run from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Casey. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to the air one more time. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat.
He's going to let it go. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time, up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Using his legs, it's Abram. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. He breaks a tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got a lot of running room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Keeps looking downfield. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quickly complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tiger! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Power football with the run. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right now.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 13, Florida 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Casey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third down, going up top. And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better.
And it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Gators! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Casey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. At the 45, on his way. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The offense set for a 1st down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for space. It's quick. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fast motion from the offense. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick-6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moncrief. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
He's going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The option look. Now the toss. Shows him the stiff arm.
You love running backs that get better as the game goes on. This guy looks strong right now. See on that last run how he was able to break that tackle? He looks like he's just getting started, just getting lathered up. Nice gain before going out of bounds.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Back, and here comes the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because